Hello and welcome to EDLT 560, Fostering Online Learning Communities. My name is Susie Bussman and I am your course instructor. You'll see that I take a variety of roles in this class. For example, I am your online community leader, guide or facilitator, role model or master learner, coordinator, and sometimes I am your cheerleader. Go EDLT 560 adventurers! If you want to know more about this concept, about instructor roles, post a question to the Ask Susie B discussion, and I'll share some resources with further commentary. You'll also be learning more about it in the readings in Conrad and Donaldson, one of our textbooks. But now let's get started with some course navigation and our getting started information. So here we are on the home page, where you will see the course description as well as some very important dates. And I will highlight that we do have on Saturday, this Saturday, August 23rd, our program orientation. If you are taking this course as part of the graduate certificate, with or without a master's, you're really highly encouraged to come to this program orientation. And we also have a course orientation for 560 specifically. Next Tuesday, between 6 and 7, all these Adobe Connect meetings will be recorded, and the links to the recordings will be provided if you cannot make the events in real time. And so here is our course description, specifically followed by 5 steps to getting started. And this video will be updated with the recording I'm making right now. My contact information will remain on the home page if you need to access it at any time. It is also in our syllabus. I am very available at Milton Hall. Of course, I know a lot of you are not on campus, but you are welcome to call me at my office phone. I'm also available via Skype in the evenings and on the weekends, on Saturday and Sunday. I've also included other options to get a hold of me, and I generally respond within 24 to 48 hours. So welcome to EDLT 560. Now, specifically, if you need help with Canvas, there are student resources available at these links to get more Canvas savvy. Link to the syllabus right here. It lives in Google Docs. I'm going to go and direct your attention to this. This is our course and tech help. So if you're having any kind of tech problems, please post here. And you can access it through discussions over here, and I have it linked off the home page. So this is a better option than each of you sending me an email about course help technology questions or any other course questions, because if I have 5 of you asking about the same thing in mail, I answer it 5 times, and that's 5 times as long as it would take if one person asked it once in the course help. Our community learning space. So go to the course, ask your question, or see if someone else has asked your question. Help each other out if you know the answer to the question. But of course, I keep a really close eye on the course help, and I come here and answer those questions as needed. Clicking on discussions over here on our navigation menu on the side. There are discussions that remain open throughout our course, and we can see the spinning flower over there, so we know that things are loading. Once again, course and tech help, learner investigations. Here's an Ask Susie B, and always I'm very receptive to course improvement feedback. So these pinned discussions are open throughout the course. Our other discussions that are associated with specific units will be pinned, and then they will be brought down and closed for comment after a certain amount of time, and these discussions that are upcoming will make their way up to pinned discussions and so on. Announcements. You'll notice that there are announcements. Now, right now, there's only one announcement live, but every week I do weekly announcements. That is a good online teaching and learning strategy to use, just like the time-saving use of a course help discussion. So check the discussion, check the announcements regularly. I know I will be posting every Tuesday at 10 a.m. because that is actually the beginning of our instructional week. So navigating to the syllabus, because it lives as a Google Doc, it's going to open in Google Docs. I want to point out you can do the file, download as, and then you have your choice of formats to download if you want to download this and have a digital copy outside of Google Docs and or print it. That's up to you. As I scroll down, there's a lot of standard information here. About the schedule. Except for a few weeks during the course, specifically our first and last weeks, instructional weeks begin and end on Tuesdays at 10 a.m. And that is how the course schedule, which is linked here, is set up. Once again, instructional week for grading purposes begins and ends at 10 a.m. on Tuesdays, and that's also when the announcements will go up on the announcement board, and then I make announcements in between, so I'm announcing a minimum of once a week. I've sent out a welcome letter listing our 3 textbooks, Paloff and Pratt, Collaborating Online Together, Learning Together in Community, Conrad, and I do believe I should say Conrad and Donaldson, Engaging the Online Learner, Activities and Resources for Creative Instruction, and then Elbaum, McIntyre, and Smith, Essential Elements. So those are our textbooks that are available at the NMSU online bookstore. I believe Amazon for sure. You can buy them used, and if you're into renting books, they're generally available. They've been around for a while, but they are by noted people in the field of instructional design and online teaching and learning. So we've already gone and looked at the syllabus. Let's navigate to the schedule. And it is set up as the adventures, the learning adventures are set up, which are equivalent to units. Our Getting Started learning adventure, our Adventure 2, which is our course group work, and so on. You'll notice that some of these dates overlap, which should indicate to you that you are doing things at the same time. And so as you are doing your course group work, you are also going to be doing in Adventure 3 your online learner and community success discussions. So we have things that are going on at the same time and they overlap. Generally it's your course group work that overlaps. We do have a midpoint learner assessment that lasts a week in the middle or so of the course, and then we have end of course learner assessment. So in the first part of the course, we're laying the foundation with a lot of conceptual understanding from our readings and research, and then after the midpoint, you're going to be applying a lot of what you have been reading about as you create a syllabus with learning objectives, you design learning activities, and so on, and start actually developing components for an online course. I do use the modules in the course, so let us click over here. And you'll notice the modules parallel what's in the schedule. So here's Adventure 1, Adventure 2, and when you want to access and understand what's going on in a particular adventure, there is an overview that gives you that 10,000-foot view, big ideas in terms of our course learning objectives, the specific unit or adventure learning objectives. Oops, little quick on the click there. Going back to the overview. And then specific listing of the assignments and activities. You'll notice these are linked here, but you can also access them through your navigation buttons at the bottom. And then within these pages, there are additional resources that are linked. So there's multiple ways to navigate in the course. We will be spending a little bit more time here in people. So if you want to know more about your classmates, this is where you come, as well as, of course, in our introductions. And then we will be using the groups in our tool, in our course, because you have course group work, and in people and groups is where you will be added to, or add yourself to, a fun group. Just so you know that, a heads up. We will be using collaborations, but since I haven't published the course at this point, you cannot access collaborations, but we will be using them. And of course, our discussions, where you access grades. And with that, I am just going to sign off and welcome you to the course. And once again, if you have any questions, we have our discussions, because if you have a question about something, undoubtedly you have a classmate that has the same question. So once again, welcome to EDLT 560, and I look forward to our learning adventures together. Bye.